You're gonna have to be. Don't report me.
No, you're banning me. What are you banning me for? What's your deal? You,
All right.
what seems to be the issue here? I've been here for like 2 hours already using the
There you go.
computer.
So there you go. You were involved in a fight on Saturday. You've been banned for 6 months. If you want to call that number to contest it, you can. Have a good day.
Sir, we spoke about this. You accused me of something that I didn't do. Sir, sir, I'm asking you a question. What you're doing right now, you're being a very racist white person. That's called white oppression. The white injustices.
No. So
I
you were
told you I was
involved.
sitting down
Okay,
outside.
then
Someone came and swung at me.
we
You
can talk.
accused
We
me
can
of a
talk to
crime I
the
didn't commit.
police. Our staff saw you. Our security
No,
saw you
no,
in the
no,
fight.
no. That's not what happened. I was sitting down and someone came and swung at me. I'm staying at the Visalia Rescue Mission, and the guy that I lived there with, he came up to me and he swung at me, and he was missing a bunch of punches. And so when I got back, the security came and, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, some guy swinging at me.
Okay.
I didn't throw no punches, nothing. I reported it to the staff members at the Visalia Rescue Mission,
Okay.
and that day he said, we're gonna have to ask you both to leave. I said, you know what, it's fine, I'll leave. And you guys weren't even open yet. It was out of operating hours. What's getting me upset right now is that he approached me, that the white security officer right here, him right here,
Sir,
what he
over
did
here, sir.
what he did right now
Sir, right
was
here.
very unjust.
Sir.
He came up to me
All
and he
right.
said, hey, is that your bag? I said, yeah, that's my stuff.
That's a notice that you need to leave, and if you don't.
Yeah, but why though? I want to know why.
Because of the argument on Saturday. Because you were involved.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very racist, oppressive thing to do.
No,
You're
you
assuming
were
I did
involved
something
in a
wrong.
fight.
I never did anything wrong.
You were involved in a fight.
No, someone came. No, you're not understanding. I was.
All right.
Here's an example. Look, I was. That's fine. I was sitting down.
Yep.
So you guys don't want to hear what happened. You guys are just, what you're doing right now is very unjust. I want you to understand what you're doing is very wrong. I've committed no crime. I'm sitting down outside, and the guy that I stay with at the homeless shelter comes and swings at me. I'm in here for 2 hours using the computers, and all of a sudden, you guys are trying to ban me? I want to know what exactly I did wrong. I have the right to know. Yeah, well, this can say anything. It's not true. Yeah, this is called racism. This is called white oppression. You're accusing me of something that I didn't do. So just a couple of days ago, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was sitting outside of the library, and one of the guys at the Visalia Rescue Mission swung at me. I was sitting down and he missed. I utilized my boxing skills to make sure I was on the offensive to make sure he missed. This guy right here, he told me that you both need to leave today. I said, hey, you know what? It's fine. I'll leave. But I let him know what you're doing right now. It's white oppression. It's white inequality. It's white injustices. I told him you have no right to be kicking me out when I committed no crime. Someone approached me and swung at me, and he didn't want to take the time, doing what white people do best. Okay, white people with racist and prejudiced intentions. Look at him. This guy right here. He told me that I need to leave, and I told him I want to let you know right now. I'll leave, but I want you to know what you just did is wrong. You're telling me to leave off of the actions of what somebody else did. So I let him know that's a very racist thing to do. I'm over here at the computer. I'm using that computer over there, and that security guard officer passed by, and he told me, he was, is that your stuff over there? I said, yeah, that's my stuff. Excuse me. And he was, oh, okay. He cops an attitude. He goes and he calls these two right here. These two right here. He calls him and he calls her, and he says, you're banned. I said, why are you banning me? He approached me and asked me, is that your stuff? I said, yeah, that's my stuff. And I went around him. So I want you to know, I'm sharing this with you guys. These are the things that local community leaders do, especially when they're connected with law enforcement, cops, sheriffs. They like to escalate. What they're doing right here, right now, what this person just did right now, is telling me, look at what they gave me. They gave me this sheet, dude. They said notice of restriction regarding use of Tulare County Library, dude. Look at this. They said what's true because it's typed here. This is a lie. It's a lie. I was sitting out there and someone swings at me and attacks me. And then this guy thinks it's okay to take it upon his own liberty and doing what white people do best. What do? Again, I say that white shit, you know, racist stuff, oppressive stuff, white racism, white oppression, white inequality. This guy right here, he's not taking the time to find out what happened. Why? Well, because he's showing me with his behavior how he's treating me that, well, he can be very racist towards people of color, Hispanics, raza. He's not taking the time to find out what happened. I told him I was sitting down and some guy comes up to me and swings at me. I never once punched back. I could have countered and knocked him out if I wanted to. Not once did I throw one punch back. Okay? It's some homeless guy that stays at the Visalia Rescue Mission with us. Oh, I want you to see this right now. This is the white systematic racism right here. What this guy just did, he did the wrong call. Every time I try to explain myself, he don't want to hear it. He walks away. The security guard comes and gives me this. I was sitting right here for 2 hours already, using the computer, and they hand me this. This is what they hand me right here. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. This is what it says. It says male with a red hat, cross tattoo by eye. This is what the white man typed right here. Right here. It says date 5/31/2025. Branches Visalia Library. Address is 200 West Oak Avenue, Visalia. It says this notice is to inform person referred to above of the restriction from use of the Tulare County Library facilities, branches, grounds, literacy center, book mobile. And I use this place why? To apply for jobs. That's why I use the computers for. Or book lending machines for the following reasons. Reason is disruptive behavior. They should have cameras up in here. They can't just be stating things that aren't true, especially without evidence. Check it out. It says reason, disruptive behavior, aggressive physical contact with a patron, fighting. Someone came up to me a couple days ago and swung at me. He missed, and he's throwing punches, and he's missing the whole time. I'm in the defensive. I'm making sure he don't land a punch on my face. I did the right thing by not even punching back. But this racist white guy, including the racist security guard officer, want to kick me out. They were trying to be slick about it. Boom, hand me this real quick. They get out. So I pulled out my phone and I started recording. So I want you guys to know, look at them. Get a good look at his face, dude. I want you to remember this guy's face right here. So when I share this with you guys with the masses on my YouTube channel, this is what my channel's all about. You know, America's racism. You know, white inequality, white oppression. I feel bad for this guy. Truly, honestly, I feel bad for this guy because he thinks because he's white and he seems to carry himself because he has a level of IQ where he can treat people of color however he wants and accuse them of crimes that they've never committed. Then he ran into me, uno que es raza, and he does know his rights. I think it's very wrong, and I feel bad for this man. I feel bad for him. Get a good look at his face. I feel bad for him and this lady right here. I mean, they look shook, nervous. Do you know why they look shook and nervous? Because they know what I'm saying is true. Someone came up to me and swung at me, and I didn't do anything but just, move out of the way when he was throwing punches, making a miss. Okay, if I wanted to, I could have punched back, but I never did. Do you know why I didn't punch that guy, the homeless guy that stays with us at the homeless shelter? Because I didn't want to lose my bed. I didn't want to lose my warm meal. I didn't want to lose my shower. See, so I had to be strong even while under fire of being attacked. But look at the measures that they take. Did you see the security guard officer? I got scared, nervous. Why? Why did he get scared? ¿Por qué estaba nervioso, güey? ¿Por qué? Because what he did was wrong. It was wrong. You don't ban someone because someone else attacked them. You don't ban someone off of the actions of what somebody else did. You don't ban a Hispanic whose skin is brown, who's full of raza, who is well control of himself because somebody else can't control their own emotions and they choose to act on their own emotions and what? Make a fist and attack people. You don't attack people. You don't do that. Okay? So it's very wrong what's happening right now. It's very wrong. Okay? You guys know me. Those that know me, I grew up with you guys and right here on my YouTube channel. Name one time. One time I go around attacking people. Never. What do I exercise? Those that know me with my boxing history, Whenever you box someone, where do you box? Where do you box? In the ring. You guys know me with my history with the sport of boxing. The only time you'll ever catch me fighting is where? In the ring. Okay, and that's where grievances and the sport gets handled, not out in public. Okay, so those that know me and you know me well, okay, never be afraid when people are oppressing you, but most definitely exercise your civil rights. Look at him. Look at this guy. You got the nerve and audacity, dude. The nerve and audacity to call the cops on me, dude. And I'm over here. Let me show you guys. Before the cops come, I guess they're gonna call the cops or whatever, and accuse me of this. It says physical contact with a patron. Well, that guy came up to me and swung at me, and he missed. Yeah, he never once landed a punch. But this is where I was at right here. I'll show you guys right here. Right here. Sitting right there. I use this computer all the time. This is where I use the computer to apply for jobs. I utilize the resources around me. That's what I do. So as you guys can see, I was sitting down here for 2 hours already, maybe more. And the security guard officer, I mean, he didn't even have the integrity. He didn't have the integrity to be filmed, to be questioned, his motives, his calls, because what they're doing, what they just did was wrong. You know, you don't kick somebody out of the library because somebody else attacked me. You should be, these white people are doing what they do best. Oppression, injustices, all that stuff. They don't want to hear it. What we say is right. It's not what you say, Mr. Sanchez. What we say is right. Us, the white people, because our skin's white. If it's white, it's always right. That is the mentality. Okay. And I want you, and I'm sharing this experience with you guys because so you can see this is the type of things like this happen every day in this country. Injustices, oppression, inequality. White racism is very much still alive even today in the year 2025, going on 2026. See these people right here? They're used to stepping on and trampling on people's civil rights, and in specific, blacks and browns. They assume we have no level of IQ. They assume that we don't know our civil rights. Pero sí sabemos nuestros derechos. Lo sabemos. And they just never ran into someone like that. So I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to grab my belongings, of course, non hostile, as you guys know me here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to grab my belongings. I guess the cops are going to show up, but they definitely need to hear my testimony. And, you know, so I'm just going to wait, grab my stuff, and wait and put this place on blast for what they just did. They're trying to make me pay the consequences of somebody else's actions. I'm sitting outside and the library ain't even open, and someone swings at me. I make sure they miss. I wanted to punch the guy. I wanted to knock him out, but I didn't because I didn't want to lose my bed. I didn't want to lose my warm meal. I didn't want to lose my showers. It's the same guy that we stay with at the Visalia Rescue Mission. Okay, if I wanted to, I could have hit him, but I didn't. Also, because I felt bad for him as he was attacking me, swinging at me. The dude couldn't box. Poor footwork. His hands, his punches, I can see him coming from a mile away. I felt bad for the dude. So I'm just gonna wait. There he is, right there. The cops are here. Um, let's see. Let's see what they have to say. As we all know, we know how the game goes with white oppression. When white people talk and they're in positions of power, they make these statements, and it's what they say. What they say goes. What they say always goes. Get him out of here when I've committed no crime. So we're gonna wait. He's approaching.
Hello, sir.
Hello, officer. What's your name?
How are we doing?
Yeah, I know who you are. You're Officer.
Ortiz.
All right, badge number.
Henry 294.
Hi, pleased to meet you. My name's Jesus Sanchez.
Hey,
Chuy.
nice to meet you, Jesus.
Hey, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Good,
Chuy.
bien.
Hola, hola.
Okay,
Spanish.
so
Oh, go ahead. You're gonna...
do you want to speak over here?
Oh, no,
for
no,
everybody?
no directives. I'm exercising my civil rights right
Okay.
now.
Well, here's the deal. This is
You're
an
not gonna let me
ICD.
speak? I just shook your hand. You're not gonna let me speak?
Go ahead. I'll let you speak. Go ahead.
Okay. So just wanted to show you some a tutorial real quick of what just happened.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
came in, entered the premises, and I've been in here for about 2.5, close to 3 hours.
Okay.
I come in, and this is where I usually come.
Okay.
This is the computer I use. I utilize the Visalia Library because I utilize the resources around me. I am staying at the Visalia Rescue Mission. It's the
Right on.
men's
Good
only
for you.
homeless shelter. It's a place that's helping us get back on our feet. We come here, and I use these computers to utilize the resources around me. I use this to apply for jobs. Now, I just had the security guard officer. I was sitting right here,
Mhm.
right here, and he approaches me with the document, and he says, "You're banned from here." So I see him. He's just making a bunch of circles, watching me. So I had to pull out my phone because I was getting fishy vibes from that white
Gotcha.
security guard officer.
No problem.
And I record him, and he got scared. He got spooked, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why don't you want to be filmed of catching catching you violating my civil rights?" But what happened was a couple of days ago, I was outside the Visalia Library. I was sitting down.
Mhm.
The library wasn't even open yet, and like I stated earlier, I'm staying at the Visalia Rescue Mission. I had some druggy dude that stays at the Visalia Rescue Mission. He approached me while I was sitting down, and he swung at me. And he was standing like right here where you're standing. He was right in front of me. He should have landed a punch if he tried to swing at me, which he did. He swung at me, and I made sure he missed. So we started squaring up. He's throwing all these punches. I'm making sure he's missing. And why I didn't punch him back, I don't know. I should have. I should have countered, hit him, punished him for attacking me.
Mhm.
But the reason I didn't swing back is because I didn't want to lose my bed. I don't want to lose my meal, and I don't want to lose my shower.
How long you been at the rescue mission for?
Hold on. I don't want to answer any questions. Let me finish my testimony.
Go ahead.
Hey, you seem impatient. I'm thinking about my actions because once we leave the Visalia Rescue Mission, how we conduct ourselves is a reflection of that place as well. What he did was wrong. I should have punched him, but I didn't. Now, what I feel is that 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 white lady standing over there, and the other white person, and the white security guard officer, what they just did right now was I let them know. I was like, "Hey, what you're bestowing upon me right now are white injustices, white inequality. You're being prejudiced. You're not taking the time to find out what's going on. Someone attacked me. I did the grown folk thing, and I clenched the fist and I bit my tongue. I bit the bullet, and I chose not to counter.
Good for you.
Someone attacked me, and but because someone else is incapable of not being in control of their own emotions and acting out on their emotions and attacking other people,
Mhm.
that is not okay. And now I'm paying the price because of somebody else's actions. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yes, I do.
It's unfair. It's unfair that they're banning me for somebody else swinging at me.
They have the right to do that, though. They have the right to do it. So I'm here. They've called me. I'm here to. They don't want you arrested. They want you to leave
Well,
their
of course,
property.
because I've never committed a crime.
So that's what they want. They want you to leave. So I'm giving you the opportunity to leave the establishment. If you don't, you will be arrested. Really, it's trying to make it as clear as I can. Okay, they have the right to do this. They have a right to ask you to leave. They ban you. You're not allowed to be here. Okay, so I'm coming here now as a police officer of the Visalia Police Department in the state of California, telling you that you're trespassing. They don't want you arrested. They just want you to leave.
Well, of course they don't. They
Okay.
know that it's the
But
truth.
if you, so I'm telling you, I'm asking you need to leave the premises.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Look, I'm gonna grab my belongings and I'm gonna exit premises.
Awesome.
But I also want you to know that this whole trespassing crap, all this white supremacy,
It has nothing to do with white supremacy.
Excuse me,
Sir.
I'm speaking.
It has to do
I'm
with
speaking.
violating the law.
When you spoke, I didn't interrupt you. I know you
listened
want
to
to end it.
enough.
You want to throw
So
me out.
get your
That's
stuff.
what you're trying to push for.
Okay, go ahead and get your stuff and leave.
But I'm saying it's getting old. That's
Okay,
all I'm saying.
Okay.
This whole
Well, it has
hey
nothing to do with
trespassing.
that, sir. It has nothing to do with
It
that.
happens
It has
every
nothing to
city.
do with that. I
I'm
don't want
saying
to hear that.
I'm saying
I don't want to hear it.
you don't want to hear
Get
it, but
your
it's
stuff
the truth.
and leave.
Taking steps forward.
Okay, get your stuff.
I'm gonna get
and
my
leave,
stuff.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get my stuff, but I'm saying this needs to stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave, but the next place I go to, I don't want to be hearing, "Hey, you need to leave," or we're gonna
Well, they
hit you
have
with
every right to
trespassing.
do that.
See, it's a game to the white folks here in
It's not a
America,
game. It
and
has nothing to do with race.
I'm saying stuff like that
So
needs to
get your
stop.
stuff and leave.
I'm not.
If you don't,
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
take you to
stuff like
jail
that. No,
for
see,
violating
that's
penal
what you
code
want to
section
do.
148.
That's what you want to do.
No, I really don't.
Because you want to be a
You're
part of
making
the
my job a
problem.
lot harder than
You
it
want to
is.
be
So
a
get
part
your
of the
stuff and
problem.
leave. I'll give you an
You
opportunity.
you want to be a part of the problem, not the
No,
solution.
I'm not. I'm
That's
doing
the
my
issue.
job. So let's get our stuff and leave.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my stuff.
Okay.
But I'm saying this is white supremacy.
Okay.
It's getting old.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to talk with the rescue mission about how you're conducting yourself very unprofessionally.
Hey,
Okay.
this is
Because I guarantee you, if I talk to
this
Mr. Stallworth, he's not going to like
hey,
how you're
hey.
treating library staff and you're treating law enforcement.
Hey.
Get your stuff.
No,
Continue.
no.
I'm done hearing you
No,
out.
I'm a
I'm
good,
done hearing you out.
I'm
Get
a
your stuff
good-hearted
and leave.
dude.
Get your stuff and leave.
Now
Let's
you're
go.
accusing me of stuff.
Get your stuff.
You're escalating.
And
Right
let's
now.
go. No,
I'm guiding
that's
my
fine.
stuff, but you're escalating.
Okay, go.
So I'm saying everywhere I go, this needs to stop. It is white supremacy. You get mad at me telling me you're trying to prevent me from exercising my right to freedom of speech and speaking the truth. No, you're getting things misconstrued. So again, I would appreciate it everywhere I go to use a computer. I have the right to apply for jobs. I have the right to utilize the resources around me. I
Not
have
if they
that right.
ban you from here.
No. See,
Yeah, no.
no.
I don't
See,
need to
man,
see.
I'm saying
I don't need
it
to
has
see.
to stop.
No,
It has
no,
to stop.
I don't need to see.
It's white supremacy. That's
No,
what
it
it
has
is.
nothing to do with that.
Oh
It
yes,
has
it's
everything
racism.
you-
Yeah,
everything
systemic
you
racism.
getting banned from the Florida
It's
County
called
Library.
systemic racism. It
It
has a
has-
name.
has
Yeah,
nothing
and
to
it
do
has
with-
to stop.
No, it has
It
nothing
has
to
to
do with
stop.
that, sir. You're completely wrong.
No.
Nope,
It's the
you're wrong.
truth.
No,
No, it's
tell
the
you.
truth.
You're wrong.
I got countless of episodes of cops all the time doing this. That's why I put it
That's
on
fine.
my.
Then you can
That's
sue.
why I put it on my
You're gonna
YouTube.
lose.
I'm gonna lose if I'm gonna sue. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you'll lose if you sue because you're in the wrong right here. Okay, you go to the rescue mission. You talk about believing in God and stuff. God says you should believe. When you're wrong, you're
Hey
wrong.
man, you want to talk about God, but you guys, the cops in America here, you
We'll
guys
talk on the
kill,
way out.
you guys kill blacks and browns year round all the time. But you want to talk about God right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why?
I've never killed anybody in my life, sir.
Why
I've
does
never killed anybody in my life.
America's police force kill blacks and browns all the time? And then you guys get mad and sad when cops
Okay, now
they
you see
fall.
what you're doing is you're pivoting. You're pivoting.
When cops die
You're
all the
pivoting.
time, but when they
So you're
die, you
pivoting.
guys give a
You're
fancy
pivoting.
funeral.
Okay.
It's okay for you guys to kill blacks and browns, but when you guys get murdered, what happens? You guys get a fancy funeral. You guys get all the praises.
Okay.
Hey, well, where's the double standard in that? You know what I mean? Like it's
I
inequality.
don't know what that
that's
has
that's
to.
why I
I
state
don't know what that has to
it's
do with
called
you
racism.
trespassing the license.
It's called white supremacy.
No.
You're getting mad
No.
at me because it's
It has
true.
nothing to do with that.
It is white supremacy.
It has everything to do with.
Oh
you
yeah,
being banned.
it's racism.
Okay.
You know, right now I'm being banned for something I didn't do. You're accusing me of something. That's the guy that accused me.
Go out this way.
So you brought up the whole subject of God, right? Earlier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys believe in God, why do you guys kill blacks and browns year round? If you guys believe in God.
in my life, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus. It's nice meeting you. Okay, you're gonna be placed on the temp list for this property. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Hey,
You're not allowed to
but
come back to this property.
wrong. It's
Okay,
wrong.
you're banned.
No, I'm saying it's
Okay.
wrong though. You know what I mean?
Hey,
You don't
Jesus.
throw somebody out because of something they didn't do.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not giving you information. I committed no crime.
It's fine. Yeah, we're not gonna even go there. It's fine, Jesus.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. I know you
It's
want.
fine,
I know you want to
Jesus.
argue, and I don't want to argue
It's
with
fine.
you.
I'm not arguing.
But
Please leave
you
the
guys,
property.
you guys talk about all this accountability stuff, right?
Okay.
Well, what happened with your female officer who ran over that civilian? You guys aren't even charging her,
Yeah.
dude.
We're
There's no
done.
accountability with that.
You're prolonging
What
this
did you guys
longer than it
type?
has to.
You guys typed.
Go to the
Our
sidewalk.
officer didn't run that civilian over.
Hey,
It was our
Go
vehicle.
to the sidewalk.
See, there's no
Jesus.
accountability. There's
I'll
no
walk you over here.
there's no transparency.
Jesus, you're all over the place.
Nationwide, bro. Nationwide with
Just
cops
take
like you
this
guys.
right here.
You know what I
Okay?
mean?
If you come back to the library and they ban you, you're going to jail, Jesus. Okay? I'm telling you, Jesus Sanchez, Officer T's. I'm telling you for your camera so you can record it.
just
Keep
you're,
going.
You're
Keep
just
going.
being
Keep walking.
disrespectful. You know?
I'm not being
Hey,
disrespectful.
you're being
I'm
disrespectful.
telling you the truth.
You're being
You
disrespectful.
don't like the
like,
truth. That's
you're
fine.
you're
You don't
getting
like the
mad.
truth.
You're getting mad
No, I'm not mad.
because I call
I'm
it white
not mad.
supremacy, and it's the
I'm
truth.
not mad.
It's called
Let's go
systemic
all
racism.
the way to the sidewalk.
You know what I mean?
All the way to the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
just you guys can have a nice
All the
day.
way off the sidewalk.
Go
Let's
have
keep
a nice
going.
day. Yeah, it's fine. It's
Let's
fine,
go,
bro.
Jesus.
Just have a nice day, bro.
Nope.
Hey,
I'm
no,
gonna wait till
no
you get off
crimes
the
being
property.
committed. I exited
Okay,
premises.
but if you don't get off the property, I'm going to charge you with trespassing.
because that's what you want to do.
I don't want to. That's why
You
I'm
want to
trying
be a
get
part
you
of the.
off-
You
I'm
want to
trying
be a
get
part
you
of
off
the problem.
property.
You want to be a part of the problem, not the solution.
That's fine, Jesus.
You threatened me earlier, saying you're going to call the rescue mission. That
Yeah, I will.
Hey,
I mean, the way you're conducting yourself
hey,
is not professional.
I've committed no
All the way
crime.
to the sidewalk.
I've committed no crime.
All the way to the sidewalk.
See,
Yeah,
cops,
if you
cops
come
like
back
you,
here,
no, cops
if
like you,
come back here,
cops like you
go
like
ahead.
to see people, bro.
Almost off the sidewalk.
Cops like you like to see people
Right
homeless.
here. Come to the.
Okay? That's
to the
where
sidewalk.
you're doing that threat. That's where you're doing it.
All right,
So
Jesus.
go have a nice day.
Do not come
Go,
back here.
just go have a nice day,
Do
man.
not come back here. If
I'm
you
not
do,
doing nothing wrong.
then you're banned from the
I've
library.
committed no
You will
crime.
be
dude.
arrested.
Just have a nice day, dude.
Section 602.
Come on, hey,
You
you
need
said
to-
you're a godly man.
It
right?
is 1429
Go-
hours.
go- Just have a nice day.
It is June
Go
3rd,
have a nice day, bro.
2025.
Go have a nice day.
All right.
Okay? Have a nice one, man. See what I mean? So they banned me from the library, dude. You saw him escalating. You saw him doing all that. And when I'm speaking and I'm telling the officer, hey, all this needs to stop. Everywhere that I go to, these things are happening with these guys over here. You know, that's called systemic racism, systemic oppression, systemic injustices. Um, it is white supremacy because what they just did was very, very wrong. And what's the saddest part is that the Visalia TCSO, Tulare County Sheriff's Office, they have the drones up there. They have all the drones up there, and the drones that have been watching me since the year 2019. Um, they have the footage. They have the footage of the guy who came up to me while I was sitting down, and he swung at me. I made him miss. I made sure he didn't land, and it's wrong. It's wrong that I get banned out of the library, the Visalia library, and on top of that, the library wasn't even open. It wasn't even during operating hours. We're all of us homeless people that stay at the Visalia Rescue Mission, um, we're waiting. We're waiting for it to open. But like you guys see, these are the type of cops I've been encountering like all over the Tulare County region. You know, first it started with female officer Nave, badge number 686 from the Lindsay PD. And because I stood up to her, I said I would tell her, leave me alone. I'm just here for my son. But because I stood up to her, she called all her buddies, all her blue Nazi friends, and she got in contact with Sheriff Mike Boudreaux, and they were very determined to make my life hell. Um, in Porterville, cops just would always pull me over. You saw the games he played. He's very very in denial. He likes to play mind games. You don't like the truth. Why? Because I say it's white supremacy. Because that's what it is. And no, it's not. Get out. Or you can see that he was very rude. He was very. He wished that he can go hands on with me. You know, he wished that he could put torture cuffs on me, um, things of that nature. Um, and I have every right. I have the right to say yes. That is white oppression. I mean, you saw the guy; he was white. It was a white guy, you know, banning me for no. I never committed a crime. I never committed a crime. Some guy came up to me and swung at me, and I reported it to staff. I said, "Hey, man, just to let you know, that guy at bunk number so and so, he came up to me this morning and he swung at me. Um, you know, you don't go around trying to punch people. You know what I mean? But it's insane. It's insane. That's why I say this is it's racism, white racism, white oppression. That's racism. You know, they're 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 going based off nothing. Well, we heard. No, dude, you don't ban someone because of what you heard. And I even told them, I said, you guys need cameras inside the library and you need cameras outside the library, but they don't want to do that. I'm like, so what exactly is going to be done about transparency? And most of all, proof is proof. You know what I mean? So this guy's just, you saw that. It's just, why call cops, dude? Why so much backup? Why the surrounding? Why they're bullies, dude. Um, I had to record because so you can see the how cops work and operate. I told him, you guys saw that, and he was just really quick to interrupt and try to silence me. I told him this needs to stop. Everywhere that I go, every place I try to use a computer to apply for a job, these type of things happen. Or a lot of this stuff was happening too in Porterville, man. I've shared it with you guys on my YouTube video. Even cops, Porterville PD would send homeless people from homeless shelters, even where I was staying there or wouldn't stay. They'll send homeless people to flatten your tires or break your windows, try to attack you. This is all very much. That's why I say it's systemic oppression by white oppression. Um, I've caught countless of cops from Porterville PD sending homeless people trying to, mess with my car, and none of this is random. Is what I'm trying to show you guys and tell you guys and share with you guys these injustices. You don't throw me out because someone swung at me. No, you throw me out if I swing at somebody, if I knock somebody out, if I attack somebody, if I physically assault someone. Okay, yeah. Well, because yeah, okay, what if if I did something like that, then I would understand. Then I would understand. But for those that know me, just you know me, man. I don't. I'm not that cat, bro. I'm not that. It's out of Chewy's character to. I've had people curse at me, whatever, dude. Does that mean I'm gonna go up to him and punch him? No, no. You punch somebody, you're going to jail. So I'm very well in control of my emotions, and I know the rules of engagement. Should I have swung at the guy for swinging at me? Yeah, it was grounds for self-defense, but I had to be strong because I'm over here, I'm homeless, and I'm staying at the same guy that's attacking me and swinging at me is some guy that's staying at the Visalia rescue mission. So I had to report to staff. I told James. I told uh, Michael and some other staff members, hey, this is what happened. This guy came up to me and swung at me. I made sure he missed. He didn't land anything, but this guy's just. They didn't really do much. They didn't. I don't know. I find it fishy. I find it fishy that you know nothing was done about it, and be like, hey, at least have a talk with the guy. Hey, man, you can't be going up to people swinging at people. You know what I mean? And it's just all this is nothing about it is random. Everything's very much systemic. And when it comes to Tulare County Police Force, these cops and sheriffs, man, they send people, dude. They'll send people and they won't stop to try to build a case on you. To try to make you look like, okay, yeah, you're the bad guy. Yeah, well, why is it everywhere you go, there's always problems? Well, that's because it's you guys, dude. I'm not stupid, dude. I'm documenting everything. Um, you guys saw that. I mean, the guy. Look at the security guard officer, dude. The white guy, dude. The guy that looks like he drinks every day. He he was such a coward, dude. What a coward, dude. You're gonna ban me, so I gotta record. I gotta record so people can see. Hey, this is the guy who makes false statements. This is the guy who dials 911 on people of color. What do I use the library for? To apply for jobs. What did the cops not want to see me do? Get back established, get back on my feet, be financially stable again, get a good job, get a car again, get back to my son. That's why I say it's systemic racism, white systemic oppression, white systemic injustices. There's a name for it. And because I speak like that, you guys heard them. Because you're saying this and how you're treating. No, 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 no. I wouldn't be talking like this if you guys would, if these white folks wouldn't be coming up to me trying to ban me for no reason, right? Yeah, I have the right to freedom of speech. I have the right to defend myself. But when you do that, I'm telling you, in this country, in America, the only threat to white police officers or to just to America's white police force in general, a threat to them is if a black and brown holds the level of IQ. If a black and brown knows their rights, if he or she knows their rights, oof, that's a threat. Oh, he knows how to verbally defend himself. They don't like that. They don't like that. What else do the America's white police force? What do they hate? They hate cameras. Because what do cameras reflect? What do they reflect? Cameras reflect transparency. Cameras reflect transparency. It's showing you how the world is. Okay? What a, I mean, this guy, he's got it. He's got it all. He thinks because he's in uniform, he got a badge on his chest. Well, I'm always right. You guys saw that? He can't even be transparent. That blue Nazi pig, bro. He can't even be transparent, bro. He wants to talk. He's trying to make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. He's offended. The white man is offended because I spoke truth. When I asked him, well, what about your officer, your female officer who ran over that civilian? What did you guys type? Oh, our car didn't. Our officer, she didn't run over the civilian. Our Visalia PD patrol car ran the civilian over. But if I was to run that man over on impact and kill him, just like the officer did, the female officer from Visalia PD, they would type it on their Facebook page. Mr. Sanchez, age so and so, height so and so, ran over a civilian, a resident from Visalia. The civilian died on impact, and now Mr. Sanchez is being charged with manslaughter. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, hands down. But because she's a blue Nazi pig, an oppressor, okay? Maybe that was her karma. Her karma got to her. Lord knows how many times how she's escalated, like how these guys do, how you just saw. Lord knows how many times, how many false statements she's written, how many times they've gotten people killed. Because America's police force has blood on their hands. Lord knows. So finally, when she does a big fuck up, there is no accountability. Did you guys see on the Facebook page, their Facebook page? An officer was involved with the collision, but they typed it and they said the Visalia PD patrol vehicle ran the civilian over, not our officer. No, the accountability, they put it on the vehicle. Are you guys starting to see how America's police force is? That's one, dude. I mean, did you see the reaction? They wanted to interrupt, make a ruckus. Transparency is not a part of Visalia PD's vocabulary. What about the female officer that was stealing how many thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from the Visalia Police Department's youth program, for the Explorers program? What happened? What is she pleading? She's pleading not guilty. Can you believe that? She's pleading not guilty, dude. Again, I say, America's police force doesn't exercise transparency. We're right. We're right. We're always right. We're the law. You see the badge on my chest? You see the gun at my waist? That is their mentality. What happened when the Porterville PD, their male veteran officer, and it was a well-known fact that the Porterville PD knew that their high-ranked officer was having sexual relations with that minor from Porterville High School. They knew they were having sexual relations. And they caught them again in the backseat at Orange Grove. What did they do? What did the white man do with his white supremacy? Again, the white man, our Tulare County District Attorney, Tim Ward, yes, that white guy, everyone knows who he is. What did he do? He pulled the trump card and granted some type of slap on the wrist, clemency, pardon, little punishment. That officer wasn't even put on the lifetime registry as a sex offender. Why? Because he's a cop. American civilians who aren't blue Nazi pigs, we are not second-class citizens. The law is the law, right? Well, how come it doesn't apply for the blue Nazis? And when I say and I speak like this, well, you see why. Because this is the type of hate I receive all the time. They can't wait to escalate and blow up the proportion and trespass. It's to build up cases on people, blacks and browns in specific. This is what they do. You call that justice? That ain't justice. You call that good police work? No, it's called police entrapment. Okay? It's called wrongdoing of police work through fabrication. Okay? White cops like that, you saw him. He expected me to just shut up. I'm not going to shut up. I have the right to speak. If you're oppressing on me and you are violating my civil rights and you're trying to make me look bad, yeah, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to speak. I'm going to exercise my right to freedom of speech. And you guys saw that. You heard it. I'm telling you. These cops out here, these chiefs of police, they have a lot of pull. They have a lot of power. And because we know that, they expect us, the people, blacks and browns in specific, to bow down. Bow down. Do as I say. Okay? Because I am the blue Nazi officer. See the badge on my chest? And it's not okay. It's not okay. You don't ban someone because of somebody else's actions. I committed no crime, dude. Committed no crime. Some guy here at the Visalia Rescue Mission decided to swing at me, and they're making me pay the price because of his incompetence, because of his incapability to hold himself together. I get angry sometimes, but does that mean I'm going to swing at somebody? Hell no. Think I want to go to jail? You need to think, bro. People need to think before they act. So, lastly, I conclude with this. You guys heard him. See, he's mad because I'm recording him and I'm proving a point. I said this stuff needs to stop. Everywhere that I go, every city, you guys are pulling this stuff on me, dude, accusing me of things that aren't true and then banning me. That's against the law. That's one. Two, you're violating my civil rights. Okay, you're mad at me because I'm calling out a white person's level of racism. Yeah, when a white person accuses you of something that's not true, that's a level of racism. It's a level of white prejudice, a level of white supremacy. That white guy didn't take the time to find out what's going on. He's just saying, "Oh, we're gonna go with what this white security guard officer said." By definition, that is oppression. By definition, yeah, that is white oppression. By definition, that is white injustices. That's what it is. And when I speak like that, I got this officer getting pissed off and now telling me I'm gonna call James Hartworth. James, do you guys know who James is? He's a staff member here. Big, tall, black guy. Coolest dude ever. But he's like one of the main head honchos here. He's a manager and he's well respected. Good man. But you saw that. You saw what these pigs do. And if you don't do as I say, we'll make your life a living hell too. Look, you see the badge? Power. Power. White power. That's what it is. Okay? White injustices. So I'm going to go to the Visalia Rescue Mission right now. And I'm going to let them know what happened. I'll show them the video too of the injustices. I'm already getting prepared. They're probably going to call them, tell them, throw me out, kick me out. And I've committed no crime. To that, officers like that, you guys saw it. Especially that white officer. He don't like it when people call America's police force that's full of white supremacy on their level of racism, their white supremacy, their white oppression, because that's what it is, dude. That's what it is. It's called white supremacy. Who are the majority that cops kill all around the world? Blacks and browns. So, I got him. So he's going right here. So he's gonna go to the facility. He's gonna tell them to throw me out. They know I'm homeless. They know I'm out in the streets, and Visalia Rescue Mission opened their doors to me.